All right, folks, the Trump administration's China tariffs go into effect after midnight. And our next guest, who happens to be a friend of President Trump, also owns several car dealerships in New Jersey. Joining us now, business owner Tom Maoli. Tom, now you do not like these tariffs. You're not a big fan of these
Well, listen,
tariffs.
it's a double-edged sword. At the end of the day, I think the president's on the money. He's driving business back to America. He's driving manufacturing back to America. I think the problem is that it's helping certain sectors and it's going to damage others. In the new car business, I think it's a disaster. I think it's a disaster waiting to happen. I think that consumers are not going to pay an additional $5,000 per vehicle to buy.
How did the number get to 5,000? Toyota 2 weeks ago said it was 1,800. Now this week it's 5,000. Pretty soon it's going to be like 28 grand.
Well, listen, when you're talking about the luxury market, you talk about BMWs, Lexus, Mercedes, and Maserati. I think that, it's what I sell. I think it's about $5,000 a vehicle that it's going to cost. And I don't think the consumers are going to pay it. Clearly, it's going to help companies like GM and Ford. It's going to drive business back to the domestic brands, which is exactly what he's trying to do. But I think, listen, at the end of the day, I think this is the greatest chess move by any president ever. I think the ultimate goal is to get them to the table, create a negotiation, close the gap. You're never going to win 100%, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to close the gap.
So you understand his intent with all of this?
Yes, right. Totally. Yeah, exactly. But I think at the end of the day, it's a chess move. I think he wants to get all of them to the table. Clearly, China and Canada are ready to fire back. Right? They're gonna put their tariffs back. I don't think it's going to matter. I think at the end of the day, he drags everybody to the table. He gets them to negotiate. We close the gap. 5,000 may turn into 1,800 or 1,500, which a consumer will absorb.
Yeah, and hopefully, ultimately, everyone brings the tariffs down, which is the ultimate goal. I do want to ask you another one, Tom, because New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy and the state lawmakers there just reached their budget deal, going to increase taxes again. How do these affect, you as a business owner? Because I happen to be a Jersey resident also, and it's just nuts. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy. I think he's on a kamikaze mission. I really think he's in cahoots with China. Something's wrong. I mean, clearly New Jersey, a Band-Aid's not going to help anymore. They need a bailout. I don't know where they're going. They're chasing business out of New Jersey. It's not good. Residences are leaving. They've had the most influx or outflux of millionaires out of New Jersey down to Florida because there's no tax. The state's in trouble. I think something has to be done.
What is it with Murphy? You think because, I mean, he's a billionaire, so he doesn't even know, right? I doubt he ever goes to the supermarket or, maybe obviously he must think he's doing the right thing, but how could anyone, to your point, knowing the mass exodus of people, able-bodied folks who can work, who are able to leave, and millionaires and billionaires leaving that state, how could someone even continue down this path? Is it that they've gone too far and they have no other ideas?
I think they have no other ideas. I think that at the end, I really do. I think they have no other ideas. I think that the reality of it is what Murphy's looking at is New York. And what he's trying to say is that people are exiting New York to come to New Jersey. But if New Jersey's too high, they're not going to come to New Jersey. They're going to go to another state. Yeah. And it's hurting my business also. It's hurting the car business. It's hurting the consumer business. Shopping centers the vacancy rate is at an all-time high.
Yeah, Tom, I appreciate it, man. As a fellow Jerseyan, I don't know what this guy's doing, but I think it's unfortunate.
Well, it's got to change, but
it does.
I appreciate it. And
see you again soon.
Absolutely.
All righty.